Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Well, it's hard to believe, but it's the end of the year again, which means it's time for a Dragon Figure collection update, which I do yearly. And as you'll see, there have been many changes to the collection. I've added tons of new figures, and I've also sold a good bit to make room for the new ones coming in. Unfortunately, I had to do that. But I'm now at 107 figures. I don't remember what I had last year around this time, but I know it's grown a lot, especially within the cyber hobby figures. I found a lot of cyber hobby figures this year, which I was really excited about, and they've been great additions to the collection. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this video. These are always a lot of fun to do, and I enjoy them. So I'm going to start on the left side and just work my way to the right and just briefly go over each figure. So, I mean, as you can see, these shelves I've put into the closet, I think I had a few up last year, but I've added a lot more. On the left side here, I have a lot of my Franklin Mint planes and tank as well. And those are really cool. I've been reviewing some of those this past year. So I've put a lot of these shelves in, which is they've been really great for displaying, especially some of these figures here that come with diorama pieces. All right, well, let's start on the very left here. We got the US figures on the left side. So all the way on the left is Ben Harris, a great figure. Behind him is Josh Ackerman and Steve Goldman behind him, a cyber hobby. It's a pretty decent figure as well. Okay, we got Corey Walker, Nagashima, and Bobby Dalton. Frank Jackson, that's a new one. I really love that one. Okay, Eddie Strong and Steve Hartman. I'll do my best to remember all their names. There's so many. I always struggle every year. Dan Summers and Matt Clapton behind him. George Goldman, one of my absolute favorite figures. If you don't have that one, try to find him. He is excellent. Doc White, a cyber hobby, and Stan Wiley behind him, a military police figure. Tab, always been a favorite of mine. Tom Greger and Deke D'Amato. James Magellis, that's a recent one that I got. Okay, I'm blanking on his name right now, but that's a new one. And then got Matt Barkley in the back. That's a favorite of mine as well. Garrett White, my all-time favorite figure right there. Definitely recommend picking that one up if you can. Hap Dally behind him. Okay, so those are some of my US figures on the European side. And then up top, got Frank Laird. That is an amazing figure right there. Definitely Recommend him as well as Jim Gordon. These two are amazing, and they come with tons of gear, especially Jim Gordon. And then Mike Connolly is another excellent figure. Okay. So now we're moving into the British figures. And for starters is the classic Oscar McKinnon. That's always a favorite of mine. Behind him, Geordie Strong and Charles Blackie Black. Okay, Daniel Blackburn. Absolutely love that one. And Flamethrower Burns. That's a new one, a Cyber Hobby. And then Peter J. Coates in the very back. All right, here's a new one. This is Terry Wolcott. This has become a favorite of mine for sure. One that I was desperately looking for a long time. He's awesome. And behind him, I'm blanking on his name right now, but that's a great paratrooper. And then Kenneth Laird in the very back. Oh, that's Harry Collins in the middle. All right, we got Charles Redding, another excellent paratrooper. Really love that guy. Behind him is Wes Worthy, a British sniper. And then in the back, I'm blanking on his name right now, but that's a great figure. Love the Lewis gun that he comes with. And then the last three British figures we've got, or at least the last down here, this SAS guy, which I am currently blanking on the name of, but he's a Cyber Hobby that I got this year. He's really cool. And behind him, Bob Richardson, just got that one, the special version. And in the back is Daniel Winston. Oh, and also this guy here, Norman White, in the very back there. Okay, and then up top, we've got Martin Hicks on his well bike, just got him. And then Peter Markham, a Cyber Hobby RAF pilot. I got him about a year ago now. That's a really cool one. Okay, well, next up we're gonna move on to the German figures on the right side. So let me get over there. I got some more Franklin Mint planes here. All right, so starting it out here, we've got a Cyber Hobby that I recently got. That's Benno Pfeiffer. That one is really cool. I like him a lot. Behind him is Elmo Freytag. That's a favorite of mine. Really awesome. Okay, Marcus Shaper. Arthur Wall, just got him recently. That's a Cyber Hobby German flamethrower. That figure is incredible. Behind him is Rolf Seeger. Okay, Heinrich, excuse me, got Heinrich Zim, another favorite. Behind him is Stangenberg, and then Bernard Beck. All right, Heinz Schmidt, a classic, love that one. Henrik Weller, and then Hans Meiser, very cool. Here's a cyber hobby that I got this year. Currently blanking on the name of him, but he is actually one of my favorites. Really, really nice. And behind him, Anton Vessel. And then this guy, I am also blanking on the name of. Sorry guys, after a while it's hard to remember all their names. There's so many. Okay, we got Berthold Nass, and behind him Ernst Kalt, the 2-pack, beautiful figures. And there's a cyber hobby back there, a Hitler Youth figure from Berlin. That's a really cool figure. Got him this past year. Okay, we've got Arthur Hecht, one of my absolute favorites. This is a must-have figure for any dragon collector. A beautiful figure. Okay, and behind him, here's another new one that I got, a cyber hobby. Karsten Schneider, I believe is his name. Very unique figure. I had never seen him before purchasing him, so that's a cool one. And behind him is Mandel. That's another great one, a cyber hobby that I recently picked up. All right, we got Ludwig Bachmann. That's a great one. And behind him is another new one. Blanking on his name as well, but that is a beautiful one. Definitely recommend him. And in the back, Frederick Kohler in the very back, and then Hassan Malnar on the right. Okay, and then here is a new one that I got. This is Eon Houck. This is a fantastic figure. The bike that he comes with is incredible. If you haven't seen my review of that, go check that out. This is definitely a favorite. All right, so then on the top level, I've got some more here. Here's a new one, a cyber hobby. Comes with the guard post, which is really cool. That's a great figure. Okay, here's another cyber hobby that I recently picked up. He's got a mortar, really beautiful. Fallschirmjäger, these are all Fallschirmjäger figures here. I've tried to group them together as best I can. This one is really cool. I've always loved him. Okay. This guy comes with a 2-pack with James Magellas. This is Johann. And Fallschirmjäger mortar team here. And then another Fallschirmjäger, Lucas Koch. I am still looking for his partner, Gustav Bayer, but I have not found him yet. Okay, so that's all the figures up here. I do have some more down below that I'll show you here. And then up top I've got most of their boxes here on display. All right, I got more boxes over here, as you can see. We're in Hicks's box. Airborne versus Airborne. And then I've built up quite a little mountain here of Cyber Hobby figures. There's Werner Mandel's box, Alwyn Strike, Frank Jackson over there. So yeah, this is really built up over the year. All right, well, moving on, we got some Russian figures here to show you. I'll be honest, I can never remember their names. But these guys are really cool. I've got a few new ones this past year, but the Russians are definitely hard to get a hold of. Here's this guy. I've always loved him a lot. Sergey. And Alexei, of course, that's a favorite of mine. Love that leather jacket. Okay, here's a new one. Antonovich Bukayev is his name. That's a great figure. That's a Cyber Hobby. Grigori, a beautiful sniper figure. Really love him. Okay, and then some more in the back there. A little bit hard to see. I love that Russian medic figure. Right back there. Lev Vasilevich, I believe, is his name. That's a great one there. And on the left side, this guy is a Cyber Hobby. Can't remember his name at the moment. And then you can see two more in the back. So I have some room for, I'm desperately looking for the rest of the Russian Cyber Hobbies, but they are very hard to find. So wish me luck. Okay, and then over here I've got some Italian figures. Got a Nino Arena. That's a new one there. Really cool, based off of a real person. And then this guy here, I got last year. This is one of my favorites. I really love him. That's a USA exclusive figure. Really beautiful. And in the back, another Italian paratrooper. That's Paolo Arnesi. Okay, and then there are two more German figures in the back. You can see two Kriegsmarine. And those guys are really cool. Okay, so just a few more to show here. This is my newest addition here. Taras Karabank on his horse. Really cool. And then my Falklands dragon figures. I'm still missing one. I have not been able to track him down. I think his name's Snapper, but he's really hard to find. So I'm just missing him. Once I get a hold of him, I'll have them all. But these guys are really cool. Okay, well, I've got a few more figures to show over here, and I apologize, the lighting is not very good. But I've got lined up some of my U.S. Marines. Got Josh Mason, Jack Hanlon, Charles West, Allen, and Lieutenant Andy Carlson. And in the back, you can't really see, but I've got Mike Walker there on the right side, Doc Baker, Brandon Chase, and Sam Blake on the left. So Primarily U.S. Marines over here, but a few others. Alright guys, well that concludes the video. That is currently all of the dragon figures I have in my collection. So as you can see, it has grown a lot over the year. I would really like to put in more of these shelves. I think that really helps me display more, especially some of these bigger dragon sets. But there are tons more out there, believe it or not, that I still want to get, especially within the cyber hobby realm. It's a lot left. So stay tuned for those reviews. Hopefully 2022 will be a good year for collecting. We will see. Right now I noticed the market for dragon figures is pretty dry, so I'm hoping that will change here in a few months or a few weeks, hopefully not that long. Alright guys, well thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this collection update. It's always a lot of fun to do, and I will see you very soon.